I still remember the day I saw that job listing. My heart sank. On paper, I wasn't qualified. The role demanded credentials and experience I didn't have. For a moment, I almost folded the newspaper and walked away. It felt like watching the door to a future I desperately wanted slam shut in my face. But just days earlier, I had heard Neville speak. His words echoed.
Live in the end. Feel it as already yours.
That night, and every night after, I stepped into a world already complete in my imagination. I felt the polished desk beneath my fingertips, heard warm greetings from colleagues, and sensed the pride of belonging. The hum of the office, the smell of coffee, the badge's weight on my neck. For a moment, it wasn't pretend, it was real. Weeks passed, and then one afternoon, my phone rang. The voice said, "We'd like to invite you to interview for the position." And soon after, "We feel you're the perfect fit." I just sat there, stunned, hardly believing the words were real. A rush of relief and disbelief flooding through me. Now, each morning, I walk through those glass doors, share coffee with teammates who feel like family, and sometimes I catch myself smiling, knowing this life, once just a picture in my mind, is the one I wake up to every day. I was confined to my bed, weak and uncertain about tomorrow. Bills piled up beside me like silent accusations. The world outside my window felt distant, unreachable, as if life was happening for everyone but me. One evening, I remembered Neville's words from a small gathering I'd attended.
Imagine the life you desire as though it were already yours.
I pictured myself vibrant and free, holding a generous check and hearing friends' laughter. Sunlight on the walls and my relieved laughter felt so real, and for days I kept returning to that scene. Then, one afternoon, there was a knock at my door. A friend I hadn't seen in years stood there, smiling. He said he'd recently received an unexpected inheritance and had been thinking of me, remembering the kindness I once showed him when he was struggling. Without hesitation, he placed a large gift into my hands, enough to lift every weight I had carried. I was overwhelmed, shocked that this was really happening. Now mornings feel new. I open the curtains, breathe in, and step into a lighter life, struggle replaced by gratitude and endless possibility. I missed my old friend more than I ever admitted. It had been years since we'd last spoken, and with both of us moving to different cities, reconnecting felt unlikely. Some nights, memories returned, our dumb jokes, unstoppable laughter, and lazy afternoons at the diner. One evening, lying on the couch with the radio playing, I remembered something I'd once heard Neville say about living in the end. I decided to do something different. I pictured us talking again, hearing her voice as clearly as if she were across the table. I could almost see her raising an eyebrow before a punchline and feel the friendly bump of a shoulder as we walked side by side. For a few weeks, I went to sleep with that picture in my mind, not wishing, but expecting. Then, one Saturday afternoon, I stepped into a diner I'd never visited before. There she was, standing in line. We stared for a heartbeat, then laughed like no time had passed. She said her car had broken down on the highway, and while waiting for a mechanic, she had stopped in for a cup of coffee, never knowing I'd been living here all this time. Over coffee, catching up on lost years, it felt less like chance and more like something had guided us back to the same place.